told I would go for veterinary. But all the same, there you go. Intersex persons in Kenya continue to face a myriad of challenges from identification, access to education, and gaps to health service delivery. And although the group has since been enumerated in the 2019 census, there still exists legal and policy gaps to ensure inclusivity, a scenario made worse by the lack of enactment of the National Intersex Persons Bill 2023. Our reporter Elizabeth Atieno spoke to intersex persons as well as parents raising intersex children and filed this report.
Nchi zingine hazitutambui. Nchi zingine zinatubagua.
It is a song that calls for inclusivity, justice, and identity.
Nchi zingine zinatutenga.
It is the cry of a father on behalf of his child who was born as an intersex person.
Frank wakati alizaliwa, tuliona ni alikuwa sawa tu, na mimi mwenyewe nilijua yeye ni kijana. So nilikuwa namnulia longies na shati, hata sasa nilijua ni kijana. Lakini vile wakati alikuwa anazidi kukua, ndio kulianza kuwa na sintofahamu kidogo. So wakati alikuwa anaenda haja ndogo, alikuwa anafanya nini? Anasimama. Lakini sasa mama yake, yeye alikuwa anajua ni kijana, kumbe yeye ni msichana.
Odongo is a father of 8. His child Frank had embraced his masculinity, but circumstances forced him to become female, something that did not sit well with her.
So wakati tunataka tumbadilishia avae skirt, so ikawa sasa hapo ndio ikawa shida, hataki. Jina linatakiwa libadilishwe. Ndio harakati ambazo tunashughulikia sasa hivi. Kama itawezekana itabadilishwa, na Frank ana shida sasa hivi. Yeye amekubali kuitwa, tunataka aitwe tu Fleshia.
Odongo's parental ordeal is similar to that of David Chacha. 4 years ago, Chacha was running his errands in Nairobi while his then expectant wife was in Migori town. Then he received a call informing him that his wife had given birth. Elated Chacha posed his first question: is it a boy or a girl? But the response he received shocked him to the core.
Wakaniambia umemzaa mtoto, lakini inaonekana ni msichana, lakini si msichana, ni mfulana hivi, ijabainika vizuri. Wengine wakasema maybe ataendelea kukua, maybe atachange. Lakini nikamesa kama mwezi mmoja, nikakimbia nyumbani kumuona, nikakuta huyo mtoto hapo jinsia hivyo.
The child in question is Elisha, who only began walking at the age of 3. Chacha was planning to make Elisha undergo a surgery, but later changed his mind, not only due to the financial constraints, but also to grant the child a chance to grow and decide on the gender of his preference.
Wakati alikuwa akiendanga pengine hacha ndogo ama ndogo, alikuwa akisumbuka kidogo, lakini kwa nyakati hizi sioni akisumbuka sana.
Haniel Samuel is an intersex person and the co-founder of the Kenya Intersex Persons Consortium. For Haniel, finding a job was a nightmare, with stigma and discrimination welcoming him at every door he knocked.
So utakuta ID ni changamoto ya kwanza, kwa sababu ID bado imeandikwa female. Utakuta huwezi pata ajira, huwezi pata pahali ukasema at least unatafuta riziki, kwa sababu kila ukenda mahali utakuta ni binary of a male or female. So changamoto inaanza hadi utotoni. Utakuta watu hawakuelewi katika jamii. Unakuta unasoma shule, umemaliza pengine class 8, unataka kuingia form 1, wazazi hawajui wakupeleke shule gani, kwa sababu already usha transform for another maybe sex ama for another gender, yenye inaleta utata.
According to Haniel, the society is yet to understand the intersex community.
Hata hapa penye tuko, nimefika pale chooni, nikaingia kwa disabled people. You know why? Because ukiingia kwa wanawake, they'll have issues. Ukiingia kwa wanaume, they'll have issues, you know.
Another challenge facing intersex persons is access to healthcare.
Years back, I lost my friend mwenye alikuwa na cervical cancer na alikuwa ni intersex person. Unaona, so ilikuwa ni changamoto kwa sababu hakuna daktari mwenye aligundua haraka, kwa sababu alikuwa amezaliwa na hizo sehemu mbili za siri, lakini ilikuwa ni ya mwanamume, na hapo chini yake kulikuwa kuna tundu ndogo yenye ambapo tu anatoa damu. Unaona.
Additionally, there are gaps in Kenya's justice system, more so some correctional facilities. However, stakeholders from HIVOS and the World Post Changers Network say there has been progress to address this.
We have one case in mind where an inmate was denied entry to Langata women, and they had to be taken back to Kilimani police station, where they were being held at the report office because the officers didn't know whether to hold the person at the male or female wards. Fortunately, the matter was resolved by way of alternative justice systems.
A few days back, we were mandated to walk to the police stations within Homa Bay County to confirm if they are the inclusive cells. So instead of 2 cells, there are 4 cells, so that there is male, female, intersex, and children cells.
According to the 2019 census, there are 1,524 intersex persons in Kenya. Although their presence is acknowledged, inclusivity is still a challenge.
Appreciate the government to have even had the legal notice, Gazette number 153 of February this year, which indicates the inclusion of intersex persons or ex-marker into the birth certificate.
The Intersex Persons Bill of 2023, currently before the Office of the Attorney General, is an act of Parliament designed to provide for the recognition, protection, and safeguarding of intersex persons' human rights in Kenya. Unfortunately, the bill is yet to be enacted into law.
We thought it wise to file a petition, which then will trigger even the sense of removing the bill from the dust cabinet to the National Assembly.
But I believe as a country that believes in public participation, one of the key things would be when this legislation is being enacted, it's brought to the people, and the people will have an input and a say on what needs to be provided for in that bill.
The Commission has already met with the Parliamentary Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs in a bid to really get their buy-in so that we can see have this bill see the light of day.
Although much needs to be done, Kenya has made progress in sealing some legal gaps surrounding the rights of intersex persons. For instance, the Children Act of 2022 ensures that an intersex child should have the right to be treated with dignity and to be accorded appropriate medical treatment, special care, education, and inclusion in social protection.
Pertinently, also, we are trying to push past the amendments of the Children's Act on surgical procedures on intersex persons, and we want the government now to take it a notch higher and give us guidelines within which intersex children, because we have petitioners who are having emergency health issues, can access emergency health care procedurally within Kenya.
Another key challenge is the delayed reconstitution of the Intersex Persons Implementation and Coordination Committee mandate that lapsed in August 2024.
The Commission has already written to the Office of the Attorney General, and we are ensuring that we also do advocacy and lobbying so that the Intersex Persons Implementation and Coordination Committee mandate is renewed.
Intersex persons are people who have genitals, chromosomes, or reproductive organs that don't fit into a male or female binary. Their genitals might not match their reproductive organs, or they may have traits of both. Being intersex may be evident at birth, childhood, later in adulthood, or never. Around 2% of people in the world have intersex traits.
Times at birth, maybe they are assigned one of those gender, and then as they grow and past teenagehood and adolescence, then they morph into the other gender.
The intersex person's definition is based on the anatomy, the gonadal, the hormonal, and the chromosomal variations.
And that now has been presenting a lot of challenges, because when they apply for change of name or change of sex marker, the government does not have any law or any policies regulating how that process is to be undertaken.
According to the Cleveland Clinic, some of the main factors that could lead to a person becoming intersex include changes to an androgen hormone receptor gene, natural or synthetic hormone exposure occurring during embryo development, or other genetic conditions causing abnormal levels of hormones related to genital development.
Hakuna pahali mtu penye anaweza ku-access pads, kwa sababu pads zote zimekuja utakuta ni iko flat, na kama una maumbile ya kike na ya kiume that means ukivaa pad ni kama ni kujiumiza.
Another frequently asked question is whether being an intersex person affects one's fertility. Scientists maintain that the ability to conceive a child depends on many factors. Many people who are intersex can have families through assisted reproductive technology, ART. This may involve IVF, using donated eggs, sperm, or embryos, or having a surrogate. For intersex persons, all they long for is human dignity. Elizabeth Atieno, TV 47, Nairobi.